They said he was just a janitor. But one night, when the billionaire walked into his office at 2 a.m., he caught that same janitor doing something shocking, something that would change both their lives forever. And oh, one expected the truth behind that moment. Not even the billionaire himself. The sun had long set behind the glass towers of Thompson Enterprises, and the city lights sparkled below. Inside the 40th floor office, Marcus, a middle-aged black janitor, quietly pushed his mop across the marble floor. He was humble, soft, spoken, and always wore a small smile, the kind that hid years of struggle behind it. Every night after everyone had gone home, Marcus stayed a little longer. He'd clean the billionaire's office, dust the awards, and wipe the giant windows, whispering softly, "Someday, God, I hope my son will work in a place like this. Not to clean it, but to lead it." Marcus had a teenage son, Jaden, just 16. A bright boy, top of his class. But since Marcus's wife passed away from cancer, life had been nothing but survival. Bills piled up, rent overdue, his son's college dreams slipping away. Yet, Marcus never complained. He worked hard, quietly. One cold night, the billionaire himself, Richard Thompson, CEO of the company, returned to his office late. He wasn't supposed to. But that night, something bothered him. He was furious after discovering someone had been using his private office after hours. Security said it might be the janitor. Richard came unannounced. He opened the door silently and froze. There was Marcus, standing near the billionaire's desk, holding something in his hands. First glance, it looked like money. Richard's eyes widened. "Unbelievable," he whispered. Marcus quickly turned around, startled. "Sir, I I can explain." Richard's voice was cold. "Explain? You're stealing from me? After everything this company gives you?" Marcus's face fell. He wasn't holding money. It was a small brown envelope, sealed carefully. He looked down and said softly, "Sir, it's not what you think." But Richard didn't listen. "Security, get up here now." Marcus panicked. "Please, sir, just let me show you." "Please." The guards arrived, but Marcus didn't resist. He slowly placed the envelope on the desk. "You can open it if you want," he said quietly. Richard hesitated, still angry, but curiosity got the better of him. He tore the envelope open. Inside was a stack of neatly written letters. Each letter was addressed to "my son, Jaden." Richard frowned and started reading the first one. "Dear Jaden, I know one day you'll ask me why I worked so late. I just want you to know, every hour I clean these floors, I'm building your future. Never let anyone tell you you're less than them. You're destined for greatness, my boy." Richard's anger melted away as he kept reading. His voice trembled slightly. Marcus looked down and said, "I write him one every night before I go home. I can't afford gifts, but I want him to remember his father never gave up on him." The billionaire went silent. For the first time, he didn't see a janitor. He saw a father fighting for his son's dreams. The next day, Richard called Marcus into his office. Marcus stood nervously at the door, expecting to be fired. But Richard smiled, something no one had seen in weeks. "Marcus," he said gently, "I read every letter last night. You reminded me of something I forgot long ago." Marcus looked confused. "When I was your son's age," Richard continued, "my father worked in a factory. He used to come home covered in grease. I was ashamed of him. I thought success meant never getting your hands dirty." He paused. "But last night, I realized your hands are the cleanest in this building." Marcus's eyes filled with tears. "Sir, I didn't mean to." "No, Marcus," Richard interrupted softly. You inspired me. He handed Marcus a letter, a recommendation letter. Your son, Jaden, he's accepted into the Thompson Scholars Program. Full scholarship. Starting this summer. Marcus's voice broke. Sir, I don't know what to say. You already did, Richard said with a smile. Through your letters. Months later, Jaden walked proudly across the stage, a Thompson scholar. Wearing his graduation medal, in the audience sat Marcus, tears streaming down his face, clapping harder than anyone else. Richard watched too, quietly, smiling. After the ceremony, Marcus approached him and whispered, Thank you, sir, for seeing me. Richard shook his head. No, Marcus. Thank you for showing me what success really looks like. The camera pans upward, father and son hugging beneath the golden sunlight. The janitor's mop still leaning by his side, because sometimes the richest hearts don't wear suits. They wear humility, hope, and love. Never judge someone by the job they do, because their hands might be cleaning the floor, but their heart could be building a future brighter than yours.